Are you a wing guy or a drumstick guy?
I was gonna try to go for breast meat.
Okay, I'm gonna go for the drum.
Oh, I bet you could eat the entire head. Can you do that?
All around Asia, from India to Korea, there's one attraction that draws in people of all backgrounds.
Oh my God. We got flames coming directly at the camera, but we don't care.
Feeding the hearts and bellies of locals and travelers alike.
A tsunami of flavor.
I'm talking
baby.
about street food.
Jay.
Jay, is he yelling at me?
No.
But in major cities throughout the continent, real street food is becoming a thing of the past, as municipalities try to clean up their sidewalks and roadways in pursuit of what they consider to be a more modern look.
Due to regulations, you can't leave anything behind. It needs to look exactly as it did before, of course.
Right.
Enter Hong Kong, a city of over 7 million.
Hello, sir. Want to do it?
A city once saturated with street food stalls now has only 24 remaining, and the clock is ticking.
Something that's very iconic to Hong Kong is the Dai Pai, but it is a dying breed.
Today, Hong Kong foodie expert Virginia and I will attempt to explore the fast-fading world of street food in Hong Kong,
It tastes 100% like McDonald's. Maybe McDonald's stole it from here.
where they're serving up the most delicious,
That is a lot of garlic. We're not gonna make any new friends, but we'll be immune against vampires.
most unique food you'll find anywhere in the city.
This one is a monster.
It's like the joint between this and this, etc.
The only challenge, contending with Hong Kong's current protests. Protests that began picking up in intensity as soon as we landed here.
This morning we came to the area where they have the Dai Pai. The only issue is that today the employees didn't show up because the city is shut down right now. No one can even come to work. We got a nice little breakfast here. I got some rice, eggs. These look exactly like McDonald's little sausages.
Breakfast is arguably the most important meal in Hong Kong. Fuel for the day, like these instant noodles with a fried egg, pork chop, and spiced pork cubes. Or my white rice with fried eggs and sausage patties.
It tastes 100% like McDonald's. I mean, no offense to them. If you get a sausage egg McMuffin, this is literally the same thing. Sweet, delicious, porky breakfast sausage. I love that.
Perfect.
What you got there?
I've got instant noodles. Do you ever eat instant noodles for breakfast?
No, because they made me feel so bad. How is it?
It tastes so good.
It is so good though.
I do like my instant noodles on the hard side, but some people like them soaked up in the broth.
I like them on the hard side too.
We are eating at one of the last remaining Dai Pai Dong, an old traditional open-air food stall.
What is a Dai Pai?
It means a big licensed eatery. There are only about 24 Dai Pai left in Hong Kong.
Some open early for breakfast, but the real show happens at night. As soon as dusk hits, these bustling sidewalk eateries come to life, grabbing you by all 5 senses. Flashes of gas flame, sizzling of fiery hot woks, cooking executed with precision like a dance that's been performed 1,000 times before. And once the aroma has a hold of you, it's over. You must submit. That is Dai Pai Dong most every day, but not today.
At around very early in the morning, I got a call from the owners of the Dai Pai saying that they were not going to open today because a lot of their workers were not able to get to the restaurants because the MGR line is down due to the escalating protest situation today.
On the night of July 21, when anti-government protesters were exercising their supreme right after every...
For over 6 months, protesters have been taking to the streets after growing concerns of an extradition bill that was introduced in February. Hong Kongers feared the legislation would subject residents and visitors to the jurisdiction and legal system of mainland China. In September, that same bill was officially withdrawn. But what started as a protest over legislation has now become a movement for something much bigger. A fight for democracy. For a while, the protests were on schedule, usually taking place on weekends. Since we landed, all bets are off.
Are tourists being targeted in any way?
I don't think tourists are being targeted in any way. None of the protest areas have been like tourist attractions, but their travel plans might be affected. So for example, today, if the MTR is not running, it was hard for us to get a taxi, or even the Uber was uncertain to how far he would be able to get us to this location.
Now what?
I'm gonna first finish my noodles, and then that will give me enough energy to think about what's next.
All right, we'll figure it out.
Yes.
All right, let's do it.
Sure.
All around the city, we see evidence of protests. Recently broadcast destruction that's been temporarily patched up or hidden. Usually I'd say that TV news overstates and over-sensationalizes the events of the day. But on this day, images I'd only seen on TV or online were unfolding right before us.
Right now.
I want to get out here, man. Quick, don't stop the car. Shit.
Oh, fuck.
Can't go, man.
No, how is this happening right now?
They break the glasses, so you would puncture my car, the tires.
I would get out of this intersection if I was you.
We didn't come here in search of the protest, but it found its way to us regardless.
We're headed right now to our restaurant, and already traffic is being stopped by people just throwing debris and random stuff into the intersections. That's wild. This is so wild.
Although a bit shook up, we make it to our next destination intact.
Here's the thing. We have about 4 days left in this city. I'm not sure what's gonna happen. I think we're gonna be all right. I mean, it's a city with millions and millions of people. I don't think anyone's targeting tourists making food videos, but still, my main priority is keeping the team safe. My second priority is making these videos. But I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen.
On this street corner just a couple miles away from our recent run-in, you'd never suspect anything of note is happening in this city. This is Siu Choi Wong, one of the last Dai Pai Dong in Hong Kong.
Sir, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Such an honor to be here.
Meet the boss, Mr. Fai, second generation and runner of operations, though his uncle is the real license holder. Dai Pai Dong literally means big license stall. These licenses cannot be passed down, and when the license holder passes away, so does their restaurant.
For me, it's clear that Dai Pai Dong is a really special part of the culture in Hong Kong. But to you, what do you think is the future of Dai Pai Dong?
喺我哋個立場嚟講，我哋當然希
So
望
obviously he wants this to continue. However, it is dependent on the support and the coordination of the government, whether or not the government will want them to keep on going to do so.
Well, you have my support.
你有佢個支持。
It's meaningless, but it's symbolic.
Thank you, thank you.
You're welcome. Guys, we're drinking beer because we're doing Dai Pai Dong. This is when adults go out and do adult things,
要
right?
陰聲。
Yum sing. Explain to me what is going on here.
We are at a Dai Pai Dong. So what you like to do is you just order all these dishes, you have your bowl of rice, and then you just dig in.
Brilliant.
So this is chicken cartilage, but it's the chicken knees. I try to sell it as like popcorn chicken.
I like that you have to sell it.
This chicken knee cartilage is dredged in cornstarch, then deep fried in hot oil. After frying, it's stir-fried with chilies and other spices.
There's always a crunch in the middle.
It's like a ball the size of a pea. It's really hard cartilage, but you can still get through it. It would be the same as like popcorn shrimp as far as how everything else is fried. It's just that inside there's a knee cartilage. I love these.
So this one here, the menu says noodle fish, but we in Chinese, it translates to white rice fish, and it pairs really well with rice.
Starched, deep-fried, then stir-fried with imitation butter and chemical movie theater quality cheese powder. It's awesome with beer.
Noodle fish, oh. Super fried, meaty, and it does have just like that weird kind of cheap movie theater cheese taste afterward.
Processed cheese.
I don't feel any bones or anything though. This is pretty awesome. When you say like, oh, frying whole fish, eating it whole, I was like, could be fishy, not fishy at all. Oh, that's very nice. We spoke to the owner earlier. It seems like most businesses in general are taking a hit.
Correct.
Shui Wong is a massive Dai Pai dong in Sham Shui Po. We were supposed to follow his staff to the market today, but last night, due to the protests, they didn't sell enough food to warrant the trip.
The protests happening here, it's such a complicated issue. What can business owners do to help themselves?
For him,
it's a couple of things. He wants keeping expenses to the bare minimum in terms of staff and everything like that. And this is actually quite nice, I can think, for the landlord is there's a little bit of a decrease in the rent.
That's incredible. That's so, sympathetic to what's happening, but also thinking about long term.
Despite these hard times, Shui Wong still focuses on what got them here in the first place, providing a huge variety of high-quality, fresh food to hungry patrons.
This is my absolute favorite, and these are razor clams.
Is that garlic on top?
That is a lot of garlic. We're not gonna make any new friends, but we'll be immune against vampires for the next 24 hours.
That was good.
It's so good, right?
What?
It's so good, right?
Oh yeah, it's really good. It is the best thing ever. It's a nice, firm, almost like scallop, and then just tons of greasy, buttery garlic that's been saturated into these noodles.
If it's like fresh seafood like this, we always just prepare it very simply. Steam it so you can taste the freshness.
That is really good. Oh man, that's my jam.
This is Kenneth Lee, full-time manager of Oi Man Sang Dai Pai Dong. Yesterday, they were forced to close when staff members couldn't commute to work. Today, they're open. That means a trip to a nearby wet market to pick up fresh food for the day.
Here we are, we're in the market. What are you picking up here?
He usually comes here for fish, shellfish, and eels.
With so many people not going out to eat right now, how do you come to the market and know how much food to buy?
They check at the end of the night. So he'll take stock of what's left and then he'll put in his orders in the morning. So a lot of things that they have, they can't keep for tomorrow. So they will estimate and then just have less of it. For their restaurant, everything is fresh daily. So whatever is left at the end of the night, maybe they'll give it to the workers to eat or take back home.
Okay, got it.
Businesses are being hit hard all across Hong Kong, but right now, their only option is to keep fighting and wait out these tough times.
We got the first dish to come out of the kitchen. This is kind of a special moment. Usually people wouldn't stand up, they would sit down, they would enjoy some beer with their food, especially greasy, heavy food like this.
The first dish of the evening, crispified bird, deep fried in hot oil.
I love that the skin has become crunchy. Oh, shite.
Is it good?
Yeah, delicious spice on there. I'm gonna break this wing off.
I got a drum.
Try it out. Oh, that's super yummy.
That's so good.
That's easily the best pigeon I've ever had.
It's pre-marinated. You can taste the seasoning inside.
That's what it is. Star anise, maybe?
I think star anise, secret seasoning. Sometimes people like Worcester sauce to wick away the fat and oil. Did you need that?
I want the fat and oil. Oh, look at that.
That's the good stuff.
It's so fatty and juicy and then just kind of sweet. I gotta say, I'm very impressed. That is decadent and delicious. I love it.
So good.
Oi Man Sang is an institution. The license has been held by Kenneth Lee's grandmother since 1956. Even as she pushes into her 90s, she keeps an eagle eye on day-to-day operations. This is considered the less developed part of town. But still, people flee their five-star hotels and their overpriced buffets to pull up a stool here.
Our final Dai Pai Dong experience here, we can see the flame kissing your cheek right now because there's so much stir fry, there's so much wok-based food.
That's the wok hei we talk about.
Including these duck tongues.
Deep fried duck tongue. After frying, it's wok tossed with garlic, red chilies, spring onions, salt, sugar, and chili oil, with more fried garlic and cashews thrown in too.
I'm more ladylike. I'm gonna use mine.
Oh yeah, I keep doing that. It's like making out with a duck. Did you know there was going to be a bone in there? Yeah, tongues have bones. It'd be hard to eat that one. But man, it's delicious. This is like classic drinking food. Oh my God. The skin is just crunchy, fatty, oily. A beautiful blend of spices on there. Quite spicy.
They add a little bit of chili oil at the end.
It sets my mouth ablaze a bit, but it just makes you want some more beer.
Now this one, when I come with my guests, we don't order because this always freaks them out.
It's freaking huge. That is a ton of meat.
Yeah, it's a pork knuckle.
Earlier in the day, these ham hocks get torched, scorching off any remaining leg hair. Next, they're blanched for 2 hours in Chinese 5-spice and soy sauce. Upon ordering, they're plopped in a blazing hot wok, along with onions and black pepper sauce.
Super fatty, gelatinous skin on the outside. Oh, wow, it's super soft. That is a tremendous amount of meat. Oh my God, I'm gonna grab some of these.
Oh, the pepper just,
That's fascinating. It's so fatty and robust.
it's really tender.
You gotta soak it up with the sauce. There's onions. I'm gonna put some of that together. But my God, that's so huge and meaty. Oh man, that's no joke. That gravy is so good. It just makes me so happy going to places like this where this guy moves with ease.
Yeah,
he's been
really
doing this
quick,
so
right?
long.
Yeah.
He's so quick. It's so natural for him. Everything he does, it just comes out perfectly. Like the recipe's in here, and you can taste that.
For sure.
10 years from now, this may no longer exist. While it's still here, these owners continue to demonstrate their value night after night. Perhaps a change in government legislation will influence this fate, but for now, Dai Pai are an endangered species at risk of going extinct.
So 10 years from now, unless we've got some people with outstanding health, there's a chance all this is going away.
Right, it is a dying breed, and hopefully they maybe will change the laws, who knows, within the 10 years, because it's something that's very iconic to Hong Kong.
In Hong Kong, a younger generation is fighting for their future, while an older generation is fighting to preserve what took a lifetime to build. Every worthy cause has its casualties, but only time will tell if the Hong Kongers who helped build this city can take the pressure before the hardships become irreversible.
I'm a very positive person, so I feel like there is a light at the end of the tunnel, but how that looks like, I don't think anybody really knows. But I'm hopeful, and I hope everybody else in Hong Kong is also hopeful as well.
To Hong Kong,
To better Hong Kong.
cheers.
There's no doubt history is being made right now in Hong Kong. If you're planning on visiting the city, I suggest you enlist the help of Virginia and her tour company, Human with a Chance of Fish Balls, to make the most of your time. From food tours to private tours and all the help you need navigating the city. From researching and shooting to editing and mastering, our 10-person best ever food review show team works hard to roll out the highest quality travel food entertainment twice a week. If you like what we do here, please consider supporting our Patreon. Patreon allows fans of the show to contribute a monthly sum and receive a load of extras like early video releases, private Q&As, and beyond.
To learn more about our Patreon, check out the link in the description box down below. And if you can't give or don't even feel like it, that's okay too. We're just happy you're here. Boom, that is it, guys. Thank you so much for watching, Virginia.
Thank you.
A pleasure.
Oh, I see.
Guys, we will see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.